Hi everyone, it's Ariana from Ariana Mullins Bodywork, and I am here to give you some practice updates. I have a few things that you really need to know. The first one is related to the question that we're getting asked a lot: when are you moving? And this is a really big one. We don't think we are moving. During the summer, at the end of the summer, my husband was offered a job in Japan, and it's a GS job. It's a job that we want, and we went through the process to make sure that we could get all the benefits we need to get, and they were compatible with it and everything, and it looked really good, and so we went forward with it. And then right when that happened, there was a big admin freeze because of changing agencies who are doing the hiring. So we've been waiting on a contract. And in the meantime, there is a lot that's going on in Japan that's actually really serious for us. So it turns out that there is a major healthcare crisis for civilians in particular. The situation isn't great for some active duty as well. There are some implications for active duty, but particularly for civilians, it's a mess. And so the more that we're kind of monitoring the situation and getting news and watching the town halls that are going on there and hearing from civilians who are working there, the more it's looking like it's really just not a great situation for us to sign up for an indefinite amount of time. So while we haven't officially turned the job down yet, it's really, I think we're at about like a 90% not going to happen. So this has been a challenge. It's been over a year that we've been looking at different jobs. We've actually been offered 2 different jobs in Japan, and we've, had a couple of other situations where we thought we were going to move back to the US, and we've been preparing ourselves, and especially preparing our teenager. And this is just like the latest in this massive roller coaster we've been on for over a year. So right now we're in this stage of reinvesting here, settling back in. We are still keeping an eye out for another opportunity, but to be honest, just really candid with you, our daughter is 16, and we feel like the window for making a massive change before she graduates high school is closing. So we're looking at this as, okay, either we're going to get something by this summer, or we're probably just going to stay for at least 2 more years. So in that mental adjustment, I'm just really focusing back into work. This is an area that brings me a lot of sense of purpose and joy and fulfillment, not to mention my daily rhythm of life. So here we are, back in this situation, and really just looking around to go, okay, like we've been pulling our roots up, but now it's time to put them back in the ground and be intentional about anything that we want to do differently while we're here, or anything we want to do better or not do. And these times of change and opportunity are also really important in a family's life cycle. Times when you reevaluate and you look at yourself and you look at your life, and you can set intentions. So even though we haven't moved, it's a time to sort of take stock and be intentional about what we want to be doing in our lives while we're still here in Spain. So anyway, bottom line here, no plans to leave at this point, okay? And I'm happy in many ways. Of course, there are challenges that come with this, but in many ways, I'm really happy. And one of them is just getting to continue to be here serving you. So that's great. Next item I want to talk about is I just got back from an awesome week of training with a group of osteopaths in Madrid. It was a training in visceral manipulation for pediatrics. It was very comprehensive, and it was awesome. So I learned a ton, and I'm really excited to use all of these new techniques and perspectives that I have for pediatrics. I started working with kids about 7 years ago, and have mostly worked with them through the lens of craniosacral therapy, which is amazing for babies and children. But now having a lot more of the visceral perspective is really exciting. So if you have been wondering if the issue that your child is facing is something I might be able to help with, please just go ahead and send me a message and we'll chat about it. And I will definitely let you know if it's not, but I'm here to help as many people as I can. And the thing that's just so exciting about doing pediatric work is a lot of times we can help kids with an issue when they're so little and their bodies are still growing, and it keeps it from being a long-term problem that someone has to deal with into adulthood. So the sooner the better when it comes to any little issues. Let's see, what else? I have added a new appointment option to my scheduler. You know, a lot of times I've had clients who PCS who asked me if they could just make an appointment to talk with me or to do like a video conference, or if they could just use some insight from my perspective. We worked together before and they just need a little coaching or time to be listened to so they can understand what their own perspective on something is, or to see if I have a perspective that might be helpful. So I went ahead and added a coaching option to my website, so you can schedule a 40-minute appointment for some coaching, and that can do with your own health. It can do with just any issues that you're facing that you could use some support with, and it could definitely do with parenting. I do a lot of coaching with parents as I work with their children. So I am not a licensed counselor or psychologist. I work with people all the time on all kinds of emotional issues, and so I just want to be clear about that. This is coaching, not therapy. So that's available for you, and you can schedule it just like any other appointment. So that's on my online scheduler. Okay, so the last thing I wanted to let you know about is workshops. I had kind of stopped scheduling them because we didn't know what we were going to be doing, and I guess nobody ever knows what they're going to be doing, but this really felt uncertain, and so I didn't know if it would be very wise for me to try to plan anything for the future. So now that we don't know what we're doing really, and we're planning on being here unless told otherwise, let's go ahead and schedule some. So I'm excited about this. I'm going to try to do one once a month until the summer. And the first one I'd like to do is Wild Wisdom, and I guess a little tagline for that could be Hack Your Cycle, Change Your Life, and it's going to be really fun. So I will be announcing that soon. I'm going to also be scheduling another postpartum workshop, Coming Home to Ourselves After Baby, and then Coming Home to Our Bodies is the workshop that I've done the most so far. And then there's something new and experimental I want to try. I really, really want to do a Joy of Movement class. I think it would start as a workshop and then maybe become like an ongoing thing. And I'm still trying to figure out where and how I can host that. But the tagline for that is, I really want to dance, but I feel so stupid. So if that sounds like you, let me know. I think it'll be really fun and very life-giving for so many of us. So these are the updates I have for you so far. Spring is a really good time to plan and start new things and really invest. So I am excited. I'm excited to be here with you and excited for everything that's going to unfold in the future. So if you have any questions about anything, please send me a message and let me know. But thanks for watching and staying up to date on what's going on with Ariana Mullins Bodywork. All right, bye.